I've always used online learning, blended learnings from get-go in the early 90s. So when I first started teaching, I remember teaching other colleagues about the World Wide Web and what a web browser was, and I took my colleagues through that process and how the web could be used for teaching and learning and assessment. There are multiple benefits for the students as they use the FirstPass platform. The most important one for myself is that they get real-time feedback on the screen. So historically, students, when they submitted their work back to their teachers, that there is a lag in returning that feedback back to them. So that could be short-lived, it could be a few hours, it could be a few days, or a week or more. But as that lag increases, the feedback becomes less effective because the student has to recall the work that they've done, and they find it harder to reflect on the work that they've done originally. So having the aid of a computer to offer that feedback in real time shortens that lag to an incredible degree, and the feedback becomes immediate to the student. More importantly, the student can actually reflect upon and amend upon their answer with immediacy. They can change their answer, change track. So it's quite nice to have a teacher virtually sat behind their shoulders giving them feedback on the screen.
The amount of times I've had to spend valuable class time carrying out formative assessment, and the thought that now we can train FirstPass to offer instant feedback to students on these formative questions is just incredible, because the summative assessment is in an open-ended style, and no amount of multiple choice is going to really give the learner what they need to prepare. So it's a time saver. I think also the pressure is off the student. They can make as many attempts as they like, they can go back and edit their answers, and the feedback is really instant and really clear.
So I teach sport, more so specifically the sort of sciencey elements of sport, where we have a lot of key terminology, brand new terminology that we require learners to use, explain, describe, and so forth. So really FirstPass for us is a great tool and a mechanism for creating learner habits and ensuring they're using that key terminology where required, where relevant, and they're not essentially missing things out, or they're able to gain that immediate feedback in relation to the assessment, the task that they're working on, and essentially improve their processes.
We're both in the same course. We're doing Performing Arts Diploma, Level 3, Year 2. We've been doing this course in college now for 4 years, as we started both together in Level 1. If you were to get homework on this, on FirstPass, then you're able to know what to write and what grades you'll get, what gets marked right, what gets marked wrong, and then you get instant feedback without having to ask the teacher, especially on weekends when they're all off and things.
And it's, just overall it just gives you really good feedback on how well you're doing going along. I know a lot of other courses have a lot more theory work than our course, and that theory work, it'd be really good to have something like this that you can base what you're writing upon, and it will really help them get the best out of their theory work.
Incredibly grateful to the NCFA through the Assessment Innovation Fund and the support that they're given to Bolton College and to the FirstPass pilot. The funding affords us numerous opportunities. For instance, it gives us an opportunity to refine the pilot, to apply it in everyday use. If the pilot is successful and teachers and students can demonstrate that there is some positive impact on their learning through the formative assessment process with the FirstPass platform, we feel that we have evidence to further pursue the development and the refinement of FirstPass.